Oh, knock, knock.
Yep.
Oh, great. Right on. Oh, wow. Gosh,
So
dang.
this is a mobile command center.
Okay.
And we can do this for all our DUI task force operations, and then if we have a high-risk incident or a major incident, we pull it out as the mobile command center. So up front here is just kind of where we have the command center aspect of it. We can turn this into a full dispatch center if our building went down or anything like that. And then we also have office space up here, so if we need to do remote search warrants for blood draws, anything like that, make phone calls to judges for telephonic phone search warrants, we can do everything like that as well. So if we come on back and we can do examinations for drugs with a drug recognition expert. This turns into a dark room. Everything's completely black in there, and then they can check pupil dilation and things like that that you're looking for when someone's impaired by drugs. And if you turn around in this area as well, all this area is completely level. We have an auto leveling system, and it has enough room that we can do all our field sobriety maneuvers in here as well.
Oh,
so,
cool.
It's not going to be a surprise that in the middle of the winter, sometimes we have some cold, windy nights, or even if it's raining out, and maybe on the road it's not going to be the good place to do field sobriety maneuvers. It might be too cold, too windy. It might have a lot of road crown, so we don't want to do it out there. So we can bring them in here, do all the same field sobriety maneuvers. Everything can be recorded, and everything's level, and there's plenty of room to do it. And we get out of the cold Wyoming winters at the same time.
Right on.
So then coming back this way.
Hey, they got their own microwaves.
Yep. So
they got food.
So, and then blood.
Oh,
so if
and
we
that's
do
blood. Oh, so you pull blood draws in here.
Yep, we can. So we actually take this around the state, and then we'll set up at different locations around the state. So we can be set up for 10, 12, 14 hours. So yeah, sometimes we do get hungry. This right here is the ECIR2. It's the state standard for grabbing a breath sample. The way this works is that you provide 2 breath samples, and it measures the BAC inside that breath sample. You can do up to 3 of them if there's too much of a difference between the first 2, but no matter what, it always gives the lowest sample as the official number. So that's one of the things on here, is that whoever's blowing in here is always getting the benefit of the doubt. Most of the time, those breath samples are very, very close, negligible difference on any of them, but if there is any difference, the lower breath sample is going to be the one that is used.
That's awesome.
So, and then right back here, you mentioned the blood draws.
The blood draws.
So, yep, this is where we'll do blood draws. We have, we can have AMR or another EMS unit come out, depending on what part of the state we're in, and they can just do a blood draw.
Instead of taking them over to CMRC.
Yep, and we get lab fees and stuff like that. Plus, we're taking people multiple places if we're doing it that way.
Question: in Wyoming, if you do not do a blood draw, you lose your license, period, right?
It is a refusal, right?
Okay.
So, however, if you refuse, we would apply for a search warrant at that point, and then get authorization if the judge believes that there is enough probable cause to issue that search warrant, and then we would do a forced blood draw is what it would be deemed at that point. And the term force, meaning that you don't have the option.
Right.
We've do plenty of ones where people say, I'm just not going to do it, but if you want to get a warrant, I'll stick my arm out for you. And then we have it the other way sometimes where people are combative.
Right.
And unfortunately, that just creates a danger for everyone.
We've heard quite a few calls come through about the combative DUIs.
So in here we have a full equipment rack. Starting at the top, we have a full computer network system running through here. We have internet on board. So we, like I said, we can run it as a mobile dispatch center. We have our active call screen up when we have it displayed. We have 5 radios inside of, or maybe 4 radios inside the van. And then if we go to another location, we could actually grab a radio, just hook it up to our radio patch panel here, and
That's
use
awesome.
another agency's radio as we're doing that. We have stuff that is recorded all the time. We have a camera back here, a camera up front, and then a pull cam that goes on the top that does just your standard color or night vision, or low light vision, as well as thermal infrared vision as well. So when we're parked here at the park where we're at tonight, a lot of times if we have that up, we can see a lot of ducks or geese walking through the park in the middle of the night.
Cool.
We have a couple dish receivers on board, and that sounds really awesome until you see the only channels that we get are not ones that we really want to watch, but we use them
Well,
for...
I watched. You guys had the basketball game on one time out here, so
and that might have been over the air. We have a antenna, over the air antenna as well. So we have dish on here. If we do have a major incident or something like that, and we need to monitor news, we can pull up the dish. We have a news program package on those, so we have that ability to pull up news and watch broadcasts for major incidents. And then just a couple other things for the AV system.
Oh wow, that's impressive. There's a lot in here.
There is. So, and then when we get back here,
The waiting room.
it is the waiting room. This can be used as like a mini jail cell, but really the rule is if we have someone who's going to be uncooperative, we're just not going to bring them back here. We're not equipped to deal with someone who's fighting or anything like that. Not that we haven't had people fight with us before, but you know, if someone is combative, non-cooperative, they just go straight to the jail, where Laramie County Jail has the personnel to handle that. We can handcuff people to the back here. Usually we don't. Usually we'll just leave people in their handcuffs as is, or put them on the front, let them sit back here for their 15-minute waiting period before they take their breath test, and then just move them up to the ECR at that point. So
Emergency drainage.
it is, you know, I've only seen it used once, and it was for a gal who drank a little bit too much before she got into the van.
No.
And,
Oh man.
unfortunately, she said she couldn't wait anymore, so that's the only time that I've seen that drain used,
Well,
except to rinse it all down. So.
Right. That is so. This is impressive. This is definitely impressive. I've actually got a gentleman from Africa watching right now, and he's like, "What is this?" So this is awesome, guys. And there's always usually two of you manning the station.
Yep. And everything that we have here is funded by the Wyoming Governor's Council on Impaired Driving and NHTSA, part of their impaired driving grant programs. So, you know, more than anything, we are a 40-foot billboard with big, bright, flashy lights that lets people know that we're out here, and we're focusing on impaired driving for the night. So that, on top of our social media presence, it's kind of hard not to know that, hey, we're out here and we're enforcing those impaired driving laws right now. So.
And somebody said, "Where's the bathroom?"
So it is actually in there as well.
That's the dark room, guys.
In the dark room as there. So
the dark room doubles as the bathroom.
So, and it's actually an incinerator toilet, so there's no gray water, black water, or anything like that.
Oh,
to
wow.
deal with.
Okay.
Just burns everything right up.
Oh, that is cool. You guys are just sitting here, lap of luxury.
We just need a couch.
Right. Well, you can you've got seats there that fold down. I mean, you can kind of kick back there.
But they don't stay down, unfortunately.
Need a pillow or two, and now.
So this right here is a weather station.
Okay.
So if we were out on a high-risk incident, something likely that we're going to have a SWAT team, barricaded subject, something like that. One of the great features of this is that it's going to give us our wind and wind speed if we have it hooked up. We're not in an instance like that tonight, so I don't have that out. But you know, if we're going to be gassing a house using CS.
CS.
And
I'm ex-military. I
Right.
unfortunately got a lot of that.
So, you know, we're going to want to know exactly which way the wind is blowing, where we're at, so we can say, hey, we need to move people. Incident command, if we are using this for, you know, if we lose our dispatch center or something somehow, then we can.
Oh, you can run dispatch all the way through here?
Yep, we can run dispatch.
Wow.
Through here. And so this is completely self-contained. We're on a generator, or we can hook up to 240 volt as well. So.
Wow.
So we can run shoreline power or generator power, and we get about 40 hours off our generator.
That's
So,
impressive.
Yeah, it's a very, you know, it's hard to say high efficiency on a generator, but it's extremely efficient in its use, and we'll run this for about 40 hours before we run out of enough fuel to run the generator anymore.
That's awesome, guys. That really is. So, guys, you can see your tax dollars at work.
So, and this was funded back in 2014, and with federal grant funds, and so it was provided to the Cheyenne Police Department, and as part of that, we just have to, our portion of that is we pay for the upkeep and keep this thing running and going. So
that's awesome. Yeah, we've seen you out a couple times out here. Last time we saw you, you were right here too, and it was a slow night, and I'm here going, I think they're probably falling asleep in there. Welcome to Cheyenne.
I actually usually end up bringing work from the office anyway, so
now
it'll keep me awake.
This is permanently based here in Cheyenne, even though you
is.
take it through the state.
It is, yep. So as part of the grant agreement, we go at least 3 events outside of Laramie County a year.
Okay.
If we can do more, we will do more. It's just,
and
so we're in 12 days. This will be heading up to Sheridan, and then out to Rock Springs the beginning of August. So
right on. So well, thank you guys very much for the tour.
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
Appreciate it. And what was your name? Sir?
Aaron.
Aaron,
Yep.
ma'am.
Janelle.
Janelle. So this is Aaron Janelle, part of the Cheyenne PD, and head of the I guess command vehicle.
Yeah, DUI command van.
The DUI command van. These guys have been awesome. Guys, thank you very much.
Yep, you're welcome. And I'll grab that door behind you. Watch your step, because that is a long last step there.
Appreciate it. So guys, now you know what a command post looks like inside. That was awful nice of them guys to give us a tour. So there's that weather station they were talking about on the back of the vehicle. Oh, no, that's telescope. Yeah, that's telescoping video. So guys, that's awesome.